much has been made of the unique Minnesota model. Nonprofit rinks, high school hockey that connects to association hockey, playing with your buddies and for your town. Well, Duluth does it one better. In Duluth, community hockey is neighborhood hockey. Hockey isn't just where you're from, it's how you grew up. If you lived on Piedmont Avenue, you played at Piedmont. Gladstone Street, you laced them up at Portman. If that sounds too idyllic, too good to be true, well then, you didn't grow up in Duluth. Once upon a time, youth hockey in Duluth was fueled by 37 rinks spread across town. Today, Duluth's neighborhood hockey model is composed of 6 sub-associations that feed into the Duluth Amateur Hockey Association, DAHA for short.
The state of hockey has a million stories, right? From cake eaters to Roseau Road and all these different things. When you look at Duluth, what's special and unique about hockey in Duluth?
I mean, a unique feature is our community outdoor rinks.
And the word community, almost, it's neighborhood.
Without a doubt, yes, that's probably even better.
Community pride is a very big part of our culture up here. You see it in the neighborhood rink system with outdoor hockey, and it really brings the community together.
Everybody gets excited about going in to play pond hockey tournaments. Well, that's what we do every day, day in and day out.
We don't have many kids that play hockey in Duluth. We have hockey players, and they get that from the outdoor rink.
The DAHA engine is powered by volunteers, including Duluth's legendary flood squads, who flood nightly, making sure the rinks are ready the next morning.
It's truly a bucket brigade. I mean, it's how communities were built, and it's still happening here in Duluth today.
Yeah, and it's not just the dads. There's a lot of moms dragging hoses.
The Duluth Mother Puckers program, it's a women's hockey club here in the area, help flood the Glen Avon rink every Sunday.
So I can call you a mother pucker.
We actually call each other out in public. That's how we identify each other.
So freeing.
Let's go, Mother Pucker! What's beautiful about it is you're all working together, and then you get to hang out and you get to have whatever conversations and just chill in the Zam shed in between.
So your parents are on flood squads?
Yeah, my dad is.
And what happens? Like, he's just like, I'll be back later, kids. I gotta go flood.
I thought that they would just flood, but they kind of like have parties, I guess.
They have parties?
Yeah.
I heard if you put beer in the snowbank, it stays cold.
The competitiveness comes in when you see the ice the next day and you're like, oh, who was on the flood crew last night? Like, good job, boys. The ice is looking really good. You guys did a good job.
Tip of the hat.
Tip of the hat.
It's like when you mow your lawn and you make the X's, you know?
You know, there's a lot of camaraderie in the whole thing.
Yeah, it sounds like.
And yeah, you're sharing a couple of beers, maybe some food, and a whole lot of good stories.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's wind it back, because once upon a time, Duluth put Minnesota on the hockey map.
Duluth, I think, has one of the richest traditions of hockey in the state. We had a championship team from here, the Northern Hardware team, that won the national championship in 1908. We had the Duluth Hornets, that was a professional hockey team that 100 years ago won the championship for the American Hockey Association here in Duluth.
Duluth native Tommy Williams was the first American to be a full-time NHLer.
Well, my dad was born in 1909 on the hillside at home, born without any fingers on his left hand, and went on to learn his hockey at the age of 6. Lower Chester opened up and went on to a professional career, one level below the NHL, which has never been accomplished by anyone without their fingers. Tommy went on to win a gold medal in the 1960 Olympics and then turned pro and was the only American hockey player for most of the 1960s in the NHL. There was 120 players in the NHL at that time and 119 were Canadian.
If you're making a list of builders of hockey in Duluth, the Fryberger name would be right on top. The Pee Wee National Championship team, flooding a neighborhood rink, and establishing DAHA are just a few highlights of the Frybergers family hockey history.
My grandfather, Robert Fryberger, he played hockey. He went to Dartmouth and played at Dartmouth. When he came back to Duluth, there was really no youth program. It was my grandfather and a guy named Ray Peterson, who was on the west side of town. They basically developed the youth programs in town.
Mr. Fryberger had a youth neighborhood team up in the Glen Avon area. He had his own rink up there that they flooded. My dad was involved at that point, and they had teams that went to the national championship, I think in '55. My dad was involved, and then again, '57, the Glen Avon team went. DAHA's been here since 1962. My father was the incorporating president of the association back then, and they've been instrumental in promoting the game throughout the years.
And way back in 1951, a team of Pee-wees from Duluth went to Madison Square Garden to win a national title, giving Duluth their own miracle on ice, albeit with 10 to 15-year-olds.
He had heard about a national tournament at Madison Square Garden from a friend of his, and he took his team out there.
They kind of cleaned house until the championship. They ended up playing a team from New York, and that Pee-wee team was very fast, and they moved the puck really well. And at the time, they all thought that they turned the rink plant down to slow the game down. And again, it was part of the family lore, and no one ever knew. But they ended up winning the game, and then they came back to Duluth, and they got off the train, and there was a ticker tape parade down Superior Street. I mean, the whole town showed up.
For Pee-wees, I mean, it's just the best. So they get the muddy track at Madison Square Garden. They're trying to slow them down. They still pull it off, and it's like Sinatra coming to town to sing, on the back of the train.
And to cap that story off, my uncle, who ended up playing the Olympics in the 60s, he ended up running into the rink manager at a college game. And the guy pulled him aside and he said, by the way, I just need to let you know, we actually did turn the rink down.
So they made it warmer, or what?
They made it warmer. And so it was, the rink was really slow at that time.
Talk about home cooking for New York, for real. Well, it didn't work.
Your body can. Prove you have what it takes. Get up after every hit. Perform to a packed house. Work harder, win the faceoff, and crash the net. Your body can take a clapper, deke the defender, change on the fly, go 5-hole, finish on the breakaway, and bring home a championship. Because with Tria by your side, your body can do amazing things.
More recently, Duluth managed to capture the magic of their unique hockey model in the form of the historic Heritage Rink.
The Heritage Arena is something special, and they did it right.
When I showed up here to the Heritage Rink in Sill Arena, I actually cried a little bit, which is a little dramatic, but it just felt like there's people here who get the importance of the community.
Well, the Heritage Center is very special because it showcases the history of Duluth, and it's something that we all can be really proud of.
There's such a rich history, especially on the rink side of it, the local rink side of it, that it's fun for the kids to be able to see.
It's like playing in Boston Garden, or you want your team to be on that sheet.
Yeah.
The Heritage Rink is a testament to just how special hockey is in Duluth. Equal parts museum and mecca, it even includes an Easter egg.
Pat Francisco took the lead on this, and they wanted to display a lot of the history of Duluth. And so when they were building the arena, they were looking for artifacts from the past for display, and they were looking for photos. What's interesting about it is I was looking at all the pictures and reminiscing about all the times and seeing different people that I knew. And then I started noticing this little picture of a kid with a Park Point jersey. And I said, gee, I just saw him over here in this mural. And then I started looking at more and more murals, and I found him in every single one of those murals. And I had told the Heritage people here, I said, geez, you ought to get a Where's Waldo type of contest going and see if the kids can find, the little Park Point kid.
Today, Duluth has just under 700 hockey players, each of whom started like everyone else in Duluth, playing on their neighborhood rink.
I grew up playing in Woodland. I live 2 minutes away from the rink. It's a great community.
Did you just get a couple bucks for food and go down there?
I'd get dropped off at 9 o'clock in the morning. Parents would pick me up at 9 p.m.
I think having a neighborhood rink was really fun because you can always go down and just hang out and ask your friends if they want to come skate with you.
And do you guys always play at Portman, or do you go to is there a day where you go to a different rink and then it goes to this rink, or are you kind of keeping it real at Portman?
Yeah, some of my friends grew up going to certain rinks, so we kind of alternate a little bit.
Did you feel like you learned how to be a hockey player on those rinks?
Yeah, I think it developed me as a player, and I just used my skills, and there's a lot of guys on the ice, so not a lot of space out there.
How did you pick teams? Was it sticks in a pile, or what do you guys do?
So we picked teams with sticks in the middle. It got a little heated,
Because guys know whose stick is who.
Yep.
Kids that age out of the rinks and are playing square hockey or PB hockey, they're coming back to their home rink and they turn into the mentors. They're the ones helping the younger kids. They're teaching them. I just think it's hockey in its purest form.
Recruitment and retention programs keep hockey affordable in Duluth, along with a commitment to several unique programs.
So the Learn to Play program's a bit different than your typical Learn to Play program. It is for all ages. It was such a good impact. We're actually going to do 8 weeks again in the spring. The summer, we have ice now to do 8 weeks of special summer skills, stick handling, or kids who've only played defense who want to try maybe a forward position. They can come test the waters a little bit. Again, very, very cheap. There's a stigma that I only played for 2 years when I was 8. I'm 12 now, I can't go back. So if we could help them just over one season, either get over imposter syndrome or actually learn the skills they need to do, next year they can jump right in.
Hockey is for everyone, and it's a lifelong sport, so I can't emphasize that enough. I think that we need to tell everyone that, hey, come on out, no matter what age. So it's amazing what the sport can do for a community and what it can do for the people that you care about, keep you healthy. And
who needs pickleball? You can just play hockey, right?
Yeah.
A new display in the Heritage Rink celebrates the long history of girls hockey in Duluth.
Starting on the left would be the oldest history of how things kind of got started and some pioneers. There's info about Bonnie Shea in there.
And is Bonnie still alive?
She is.
What's she doing now?
She's playing hockey.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How old is she?
I think mid-80s right now.
That is outstanding.
If you look at some of the photos that are in these murals here, you'll see girls depicted in some of those pictures going back as early as 1950s. We had a girls team at Lower Chester. They had a girls team at Congdon Park, and those teams would play each other on a fairly regular basis, and then they'd play a little bit against the boys team. As a matter of fact, our first loss for my team that when I was growing up was to our girls team.
Really?
As I said, they were a little bit older, so.
We actually have the reffing shirt for Sarah Buckner, who she refs internationally. She's actually reffing for the Olympics right now, which is amazing. Then next, it's mostly just the Icebreakers program, the length of history, the economic impact. We have 3 or 4 different proclamations from various mayors declaring the city of Duluth is Girls and Women's and Hockey Day for the tournament.
For 30 years, top girls teams from all over the state have been coming to Duluth to participate in the iconic Icebreaker tournament.
The Icebreaker is like a whole thing. Is that fun for you guys when the Icebreaker comes around?
Yeah, it's really fun because it's our tournament and we can, everyone can travel to our town and we can play them.
It's flattering when the Metro teams talk about wanting to come to Duluth and be a part of the Icebreaker tournament and how much it means for those associations to, not only to compete, but, to try and win the Icebreaker tournament. A shout out to the sponsors, hotels, restaurants, all those areas that really jump on board to showcase Duluth, and that it's girls hockey is just huge.
My daughter went up to the Icebreakers. This was really the first time I was involved at all with girls hockey, helping coach, and it made me fall in love with the game again. It's a really well-run organization. It's got a great culture, and I've just seen a lot of their love of the game and their enjoyment in hockey take off through the Icebreakers.
Hockey in Duluth is different. It starts outside. It's run by volunteers who flood, work the concessions, and run the jamborees. The murals in Heritage Arena tell a proud hockey story. It's a story that's still being written as Duluth balances their proud history with modern challenges. But ask anyone from Duluth where they found hockey. First thing they'll say, no matter where they ended up, is where the journey began. Portman, Woodland, Glen Avon, Piedmont, Duluth Heights, and Gary Morgan Park. So next time you see some kids in Duluth walking to the rink, smile and say, "There goes the neighborhood."
We could be